first step in this set is to add dehydrator. The dehydrator will help all the products that we're going to use later on to adhere to the nail bed properly. Next, we're going to use a gel base coat, and this is the primary product that will help with the polygel to adhere to the nail bed, because if you don't use a gel base coat, the polygel will start to lift. This is basically what glues it on. So once you're finished applying the base coat, you're gonna go ahead and use a gel lamp and cure for 30 seconds. Now it's time for the application of the polygel. Here I have a pink and a clear polygel. You're also going to need 70% or higher isopropyl alcohol. That's my applicator brush, and it came with the polygel kit that I ordered. First, you're going to need to squeeze out just enough polygel to cover the nail. It's okay if you want to do it in two parts. Start at the base of the nail, which is the nail bed, and then you can use another bead closer to the tip. But I usually just use enough that can cover the entire nail, and try not to use too much alcohol. Sometimes using too much alcohol, can give you bubbles in your polygel, and it's okay if you don't really know how to use the polygel adequately right now, because polygel is a brand new product on the market and we're all learning at the same time. I'm still not perfect at it, but yes, so I'm working up onto the tip, and I'm just forming the polygel and really just trying to get it to be even on the nail, and I'm shaping up the sides and really trying to get it to balance out. Once I'm finished applying the polygel, I go ahead and I cure the polygel with the gel lamp for 30 seconds. It's very important, guys, that you know that after each time that you put on the polygel, it's best that you cure it right away, unless when you go to do the next nail and you look back at the previous nail that you did, the polygel will start shifting. It will start moving. So here I am moving on to the next nail, and I'm basically gonna just be doing the same thing as the first nail, and after each application I'm go ahead with the UV lamp and I cure it. Guys, please cure every time after you apply the polygel, because it will start shifting, it will move. Now we're gonna go ahead and use the clear polygel this time, and we're gonna go ahead and apply it onto the nail using the same methods that we used before. But the reason why I want this nail clear because this is gonna be the accent nail, and I want to put the design over a clear background. Once the application process is finished, the next thing to do is to take the UV light and cure for 60 seconds. Now after that, there's going to be a sticky layer left over, so you just take the remaining alcohol that you had in your tube or whatever container and pour it on a napkin and just wipe. We're just wiping off that tacky layer so that when we're filing, it won't get caught up too much in the file, and that's how it will look once you wipe it off. Now I'm going ahead and using an electric file and just smoothing out the nails. However, if you don't have an electric file, that's okay, you can use a hand file. I just use an electric file because I have one, and it makes it a little bit easier to get through the thickness or lumpiness. The next step is to take a buffing block and use the coarse side and just buff the nails, smooth out everything that you just filed, and then you're going to take the soft side and wipe it off just to make sure that it's smooth. Once you're finished with that, usually this is the step where clients will go wash their hands. However, this is a mannequin, so we're going to go ahead and apply base coat. Now we're preparing the nails for the gel polish. After the application of the base coat is finished, go ahead and use the gel lamp and cure for 30 seconds. Now I'm going ahead and using my white gel polish, and I'm just gonna smoothly apply the polish all over the nails. I really like this gel polish because it's very opaque, and usually white gel polish you have to use like multiple coats because it's so pale, but this one is really opaque. After this, I'm gonna take my gel lamp and cure for 30 seconds. Now, here comes the fun part. We're gonna start designing. So I have 3 Sharpie markers. You're gonna need some more alcohol again, and we're gonna start designing. Now I'm going to go ahead and start applying the marker to the nail. I'm taking the black marker and starting on one side of the nail, and then I'm going to use the blue marker on the other side, and I'm just going in circular motions and up and down motions and just applying it how I want to see it on the nail. You can use any color Sharpie marker that you want as it relates to a different brand marker. I've tried other markers and I don't get the same results that I like with the Sharpie, so I'd recommend that you get Sharpie in your local supply store. The next step is to take a small brush. Maybe you might have a small paintbrush. This case I'm using a nail art brush, and you're gonna dip it into the alcohol and try not to put too much alcohol on the brush and just start dabbing on the Sharpie. Now this is how we're gonna get this marble watercolor look to the Sharpie. So we're basically melting the Sharpie on the marker on the nail, so we can get that blend. Also, please make sure that once you finish dabbing one color, wipe it off in the napkin. because if you use it in another color, you're gonna end up changing and creating a new color on that spot. So always wipe off your brush before you dab into a next color. So now I'm just going ahead and doing minimal cleaning up the edges and just dabbing where I feel needs a little bit more dabbing, and we're done. That's our design. Of course, to seal this set, we're gonna go ahead and use gel top coat and just apply it evenly to the nails. Please don't forget to apply it to the sides and the tip of the nail. Also, a tip from me is apply the top coat to the Sharpie design nail last, because in some cases the Sharpie may run and you don't want it to mess up all the other nails that you've worked so hard on. Once you're finished applying top coat, just gonna go ahead and cure for 60 seconds under the gel lamp. Now here's my baby, and you're gonna go ahead and use my cuticle oil from Bawse Essentials, and this is a coconut and jojoba cuticle oil, which is very replenishing to the cuticles and it helps with the length and strength of the nails. And I'm going ahead and just applying it on the cuticle. Now this is the final result, everyone, and it's beautiful, simple, and I must say it's easy. You can do it yourself. Do it and tag me and let me know how it was. Comment below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching a Bawse Nails video. Don't forget to follow us on all socials and share with friends and family.